Okay, so the game I want to illustrate today is a game how we can use cost of delay to sequence projects so that we can have an optimal or the less cost of delay at the end of the day. So what we have is we have three different projects. Project A, that's got a cost of delay of 1,000. I use the value of the chips to determine the cost of delay for these chips. Or for the project, we've got project B, that's got a cost of delay also of 1,000, but only 2 chips. And then we have a cost of delay on project C that's equal to 2,000 US dollars, but also just 2 chips. How are we going to get these through the system? It's the same as the previous version of the game. If you roll an odd number, you cannot move. If you roll an even number, you can move a chip. And we will move the chips through the system like this. And the chip is, or the project is finished when it is obviously sitting on the yellow finished circle. Something about the dice before I start rolling the dice. In knowledge work, we don't know how long things will take. We don't know how long or the problems we might stumble across. So the odd might be the problem that we stumble across, or it might be a blocker, an impediment, and then the even number is we can roll. Vasco Duarte said, it is for knowledge workers, it is in doing the work that we discover the work that needs to be done, and that's exactly what the dice will represent in this game. I just want to get my clock ready so that I can time myself. So what you can do is you can play this game with 3 people, one rolling the dice, another person timekeeping, and then we will fill in the sheet a little bit later to explain the real value of what we're trying to illustrate here. All right, so I'm just going to start the clock, and then I'm going to start rolling. I can move, I can move, I can move. Okay, let me just stop. So, if I can just bring in the sheet, just want to fill in the cost of delay quickly. So the cost of delay for project A is 1,000. We know that because of the value on the chips. The cost of delay for project B is 1,000, and the cost of delay for project C is 2,000. This is when you're battling to prioritize. You can use cost of delay to prioritize. And sequence your projects in such a way, and that's what we're trying to do over here. But for the purpose of this game, the cost of delay for these 3 projects are immediate. So we have an immediate cost of delay of 4,000 US dollars. What I just want to also do is, before I write the time down for how long project A took us, if you have a closed system, a proper Kanban system, where you have a balanced system, input versus output is more or less the same, and you're limiting your work in progress, you will already have a way of forecasting how long things take. So I know project A, more or less, based on what I know of the game and of my system, project A will take more or less 8 days, project B will take more or less 4 days, and project C will take more or less 4 days. We will calculate the actuals a little bit later when we're done. Okay, so project A, the total time for project A was 1 minute 20 seconds, and I'll explain how we get to days, how we take this to days a little bit later. So let's take project B through the system. Let me just start my clock again. So reset. Okay, so let's start. There we go. Okay, let's just stop the clock. All right, so project B took us 46 seconds. Let me just use the right color pen. Project B took us 46 seconds to go through the system. Let's just start with project C and see how long this will take us. Let me just reset there. Okay, let's start. So, alrighty, so project C took us 47 seconds, more or less the same than project A. So, project B. So what we do to make it easier for us to look at the duration and take the seconds to days, what we will say is 30 seconds equals 2 days. And that's what we're going to use to calculate this. So 1 minute 20 seconds, this is more or less 8 days. It finished on day 8. 46 seconds, it finished on the 4th day. 47 seconds, it finished on the 4th day. So the start day for project 1 was 1 day. Day 1. We finished it on day 8. Then we started project 2 on day 8 and we finished it on day 12. We started project C on day 12 and we finished project C on day 16. So now we know that we have a total cost of delay of 4,000 and a total time of which I calculated on my forecast. This was just to show you the actuals, but because of a closed system, I know how long projects will take. So the total duration here was 16 days. Let's use the following sequence, ABC. This is how we started it. So we started it in that sequence, ABC. Let's see what will our cost of delay work out if we use different sequences to see what's the best and optimal way for sequencing it in terms of cost of delay. So if we do project A first, starting with the total cost of delay, this is project A, then project B, and then project C. I'll explain this quickly. So project A had a cost of delay of 1,000, project B had a cost of delay of 1,000, and project C had a cost of delay of 2,000. Project A took longer, it took us 8 days. Project B took us 4 days, and project C took us 4 days. Let's just use this and take it to the next one to see if there is a better way to sequence our projects. If we start with project B first, so what we have here is a BAC sequence. So if we start with project B first, and then we go to project A, let's just make sure that I get this to scale. Then we do project A, and then we do project C. If we take the area over here versus the area over here, we can already see there's a smaller area, so our cost of delay sequencing it BAC instead of ABC is better. Let's see if we can find the optimal one. So let's do ACB. If we start with A, and then we do C, and then we do B, it is already a better sequence than in terms of the cost of delay than what we had in the previous rounds. Okay, so let's look at a different sequence, CAB. So if we take C first, sorry, CBA. Take C first, then we do B, and then we do A. You will find sequencing it CBA is a way better sequence to have a less cost of delay. Alright, so let's do one more and let's sequence it in the sequence of CAB. So if we do C first and then we do project A and then we do project B, you will see that based on what we have over here, a sequence of CAB is a better sequence to have a less cost of delay on your projects. So the rule of thumb is always prioritize the highest cost of delay first. Then if you have projects that has got the same cost of delay but the duration is different, then you take the shortest job first. And that's it. If you want to find out more about the concepts that you've seen in this game, you can contact us at info@spryagility.co.za. You can also go online to book Kanban classes. We are an organization that we do coaching, we do Kanban training. We specialize in Kanban or any agile practices for that matter. We do coaching as well within teams. You can find it on www.spryagility.co.za. Please contact us.